This week on Hermitcraft, the doors of Decked Out 2 open. The game is not finished yet, but Tango did build the doors. Welcome to the Hermitcraft recap. My name is PixelRiffs, our writer is LeXP, captions on this video were provided by Liara, and here are some numbers for you. We've been doing this show for over 7 years, which is a very long time. We've got 472,000 subscribers and would love to get that to 500,000 to celebrate how long we've been doing this, so please subscribe if you like the show. And in Hermitcraft Season 9 terms, this is week 69. So with that out of the way, let's take a look at all the events and mishaps that occurred on the Hermitcraft server this week. Starting with False Symmetry, who is mightily lost, it turns out. It's no wonder she finds herself this far away from spawn, with the update's grip still strong on her and there being armor trims still undiscovered.
Oh my goodness, this is so beautiful. Oh, and there are the phantoms. You scared the life out of me, guys. Stop it. I just want some cherry blossoms, that's all.
While her hunt does give her the runaround, she eventually does return to the capital Hermitcraft area bearing gifts and sniffers. Though in the excitement of archaeology, somehow she apparently only now found out about this one crucial 1.20 edition.
They have ears? Wait a second. Like floppy ears. That actually makes you cuter.
Her loot soon turns a common good when False opens a template trading post at the shopping district, where any passerby with 7 diamonds can duplicate themselves an armor trim template. Even if she doesn't seem to have every single one available, can you imagine? Some of these are insanely rare. And you can tell it's an armor trim spot by the enormous armor trim pixel art the shopping van is hauling. Man, imagine the pants you could trim with that one. Anyway, remember iJevin's armor trim shop from last week? I wonder how that one's doing.
I don't know how this works. And now I can take this guy and put it right back here. Boop. Didn't touch a thing. But I think False needs payment for this, right? I mean, this has got to be a shop or something. Tell me if I'm supposed to pay.
Template donations welcome, so we can donate some, and missing a template, feel free to duplicate here. Sweet. We're also going to dump off one of these Spire armor trims into a chest here. I think we're going to go with this one. There we go. Beautiful. And yeah, we have, I think, only one more to get from our smithing templates. I put the other extras we have away in our base safely. So we're actually going to copy this one.
Luckily for False, iJevin has bigger fish to fry, and the bones from that fish are looking surprisingly big.
Today, like I said, we're scamming probably Cub because that's going to be the most fun.
The trick is these might as well have been fish bones, as this fossil is absolutely not a real one. Minecraft does indeed generate a rare structure made entirely with bone blocks in multiple variants underground. Finding one is pretty hard, as they primarily appear underground and embedded into a wall. So Jevin is hoping one of the museum people will jump at the opportunity to add such a find to their Age of the Giants exhibit and pay a pretty penny for the privilege.
Biggest fossil you ever seen. Diamonds all around it. Oh, it's beautiful, Cub. It's beautiful.
Are you being serious right now?
So true. It's wonderful. And
oh man, I gotta see this. Jeez.
In reality, of course, this fossil is about as authentic as the medieval Tudor house iJevin adds to the back of his cathedral. Don't get me wrong, it looks pretty, but it wasn't built in the Dark Ages.
I'm really happy with how this turned out, though. Come here, so there's a stairway that'll go up right here, and then they'll connect those 2 rooms together. That's going to kind of give us our castle feel. Overall, though, I'm very happy with how this turned out, to be honest with you,
So Cubfan won't be taking that building into his museum yet. The fossilized McRib, though, that thing is precious to him, and Cub pays the full price to have it dug up and delivered. Except that when he said it belongs in a museum, he distinctly specified that it belongs in Zombie Cleo's museum. This
is huge, right? This is an epic piece. I'm thinking maybe this could go in her museum as a gift from me to her.
Oh yeah, that's a good idea.
Seeing how Cub wasn't born yesterday and checked twice that the fossil turned up in neither the desert nor the swampland biome, and since the fossils simply don't generate naturally anywhere else, he saw it for the fake it is and promptly shoved it off to the competition.
Also, if you look closely here, the diamonds are not part of the bone structure, but instead are in between the bones or the rib structure. Which means one thing, ladies and gentlemen, this is a fraud. Good job on this, Jev, though. This looks great.
Awesome.
I'm sure Cleo will absolutely love it, man.
Which helps, since his own museum is getting too full for its own good anyway. For one, iJevin really did miss out on some perfectly honest business, since Cub just cloned his armor trims from False's place and found the remaining ones on his own. And for 2, what room the shirts and trims are not occupying, Cubfan fills with animal exhibits.
What the heck, man? Those creepers. They made it a whole year. They didn't make it 5 seconds after we destroyed the boat.
His collection of unique animals and monsters finally moves into the mysterious beasts from distant lands section. All in their own custom habitats, even if they're far too small to be humane. Just pretend these are all stuffed animatronics. This is not a zoo, after all.
And then you jump onto this, and when that happens, bam, you get your armor piece. Voila. Sweet. I survived museum pottery parkour.
Well, while we're clowning on the crown, there's a new king in town, but that happens at least once a week on the Hermitcraft server. But XB Crafted is the latest to claim a crown, having spotted the button dipping into the yellow with seemingly nobody around to watch it.
But at least I have a pretty crown. Look at me. I'm majestic AF. I don't know who sat here and loaded this. That's the only reason I did it, is because somebody sat here for I don't know how long.
He's mostly there to camp out at the TCG store for any sign of a Llama Dad card, but he's had no luck yet. That doesn't stop him from battling Corrales in the TCG arena, which, given XB's status as tournament silver medalist, is a bit like David versus Goliath, except Goliath is chill, David has really big eyes, and Goliath wins. But still, the two of them have fun slinging cardboard at each other, and that's what it's all about.
Hello? Where did
I don't want to play anymore.
where did he go?
I mean, it's not even fair, man.
BOO has a different type of headwear in mind. In fact, his whole outfit gets an armor trim overhaul that really shines, thanks to the fact that he's overlaying most of it on top of chainmail.
And then let's turn around and oh, baby. I'm so royal looking, and my Jordans, my shoes. Here I am walking. Look at how these shoes pop, man.
The new shop he's planned for the shopping district is the opposite of shiny. It's an intentionally grungy industrial building, originally pitched as an explosive shop with some other things. So if his previous businesses in Season 7's Aquatown are anything to go by, it'll be a combination TNT and barbershop. In fact, it turns out to be a combination shop, creeper farm, and 90s kids game show. The premise is actually more like a minigame. You pay a diamond to get into the room and press buttons to dispense the crafting materials for TNT or fireworks. But with every press of the button, you risk some pre-crafted TNT falling into the room and blowing you up. At which point, I assume you have to pay to get back in and collect all the items you dropped.
And Tango and Scar, my test dummies, are AFK at the moment. So, can't get them to do it, but eventually I will.
The whole thing is less a sound business strategy than it is an Etho call-out post, but we can understand why B-Dubs is keen to craft some TNT, considering people keep sending his prize horses back to him in a barrel.
Look at its little eyes blinking. Do you see it?
Yes, I see its eyes blinking. It's adorable. It's clueless. It's just loving its new house. Don't.
There's a graveyard.
I'm gonna make one. I'm gonna make a horse graveyard.
And finally, there's Tango Tech, in case you thought the cool door leading into level 1 of the Decked Out 2 minigame was not fancy enough.
That would be sufficient. Not a single person would complain, but it's not good enough for me.
He certainly didn't, as he works on the entrance to the minigame as a whole and utilizes an insanely powerful feature of the newest armor stand manipulation book, where one can apply pre-recorded poses to an armor stand using redstone.
What? Now I come over here and I go utilities, copy. If you power that redstone, it automatically updates the nearest armor stand within 8 blocks and paste the pose information in the book onto the armor stand.
As if that's not crazy enough, Tango combines this feature with the custom 3D model blocks to create an opening sequence you'll be happy to watch even on the 50th death by a Ravager.
Custom audio, custom sounds, this might have taken a few days. Yeah, and that's it.
But for those that do escape the labyrinth beasts, Tango also prepares the redstone in the crown shop at the end of the game run. Though he's still unsure of what exactly to sell in there. Luckily, he has a full final level to figure that out before the epic doors open for good and unleash his server mates onto what is now 10 times the minimum viable product.
So I'm not gonna go over all of this, but they put their money in the shulker there, and it'll actually buy the product. You can only buy each item once until the reset. So this is my way of throttling what gets purchased.
And that's about it for this week's recap. Our writer is LoyXP and my name is Pixel Riffs. Captions on this video were provided by Liara. Don't forget to leave a like while you're still here and subscribe so you won't miss future recaps. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next week.